Neil, just to ask you then about another player who's going to continue playing, and this is something I'll bring in the other lads in a minute. Patrick Horgan is determined to play on for a 17th season next year. I mean, he's a fair detail, isn't he? And like, he's obviously playing as well as ever.
Oh, he's incredible. A few messages back and forth with him late last night and this morning. He is just something else. Even the way he's moving, I believe he was Cork's best player in the championship, certainly best forward. No, Ciaran Joyce has been incredible for them of late, but he's just been one of the best players in Ireland now for probably a dozen years, and he so rarely lets Cork down. A season that they wouldn't be overly happy with last year was missing him, and he's such a key component of that team because, you know, whenever you lose, like using the Galway example, whenever you lose a Joe Canning, it's so hard to replace him because he's your go-to. Even in his last game against Waterford, whenever they were, you know, trying to find the answers to unpick the lock in that game, the last two puck-outs go down the top of Joe Canning. He wins and he creates the goal for Flynn and he scores a point from play. You know, those people aren't growing in trees no matter what county you're from. And Patrick Horgan is still moving so well. Like the runs he's making during games, the way he's able to open up defences, and he sees not only obviously an incredible eye for a score and the hands of our Lord, he is able to see that killer pass that people don't think's on until he's played it. You know, and there are very few people in the country that have that genuinely. Maybe Jason Ford or Tippin, Cian Lynch with Limerick, but those people are just not growing on trees.
Ciaran, he has another season in him for sure.
Oh, Shane, without a doubt, I was delighted when I heard the news, you know, and, you know, no different than Neil. He was a different player this year. And, you know, outside of his consistency, you know, he's the one player that I can see that probably tries to talk to the ball, cuts it, twists it, spins it, and hooks it. But I suppose, you know, Pat Mulcahy and his backroom team have a huge part to play in this. Because, as Niall said, you know, he's hurling this year with so much freedom and at ease. And obviously, Shane, when you watch a player doing that, he's a happy camper on the field and he's a happy camper off the field. So that just didn't happen himself. They obviously hooked in on him. They wanted to hold on to him. You know, it's very easy to say, yeah, hold on for another year or two, you'll be a huge influence around the squad. That's fine, but Patrick Horgan does a lot more than him being a huge influence on the squad. He still has a huge influence on the field, Shane. He's proven that this year. 36, you know, he looks after himself extremely well. Shane, I played with Patrick's well seniors at 43 years of age. So a fella can play inter-county hurling at 35, at 36, if you're minding yourself as well as you do on the field, off the field. And obviously, Horgan is meticulous at that. And he to be fair, he's reinvented himself this year, Shane. That's the way I'd say it. So I'm delighted to see him stand on for another year. But I suppose there's a lot of cornerbacks in the country that might be kind of thinking the same what I'm thinking.
And